Get ready with me using the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Well, today I have a get ready with me. Well, let's call it a partial get ready with me. I'm mainly doing this foundation, the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. For those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that I do not like to wear foundation. I don't like the way it feels on my face. I'm just not comfortable in it. But this one really caught my interest, and usually none do. You know, you hear great reviews on these skin-like and skin tint, different type of foundations, and I'm just never interested in trying them. But this one I was. So I did go out and buy it. I got mine at Walmart for $14.97. Now I hear that it's, I think, $20 or $19.99 at Ulta, and I know it's $20 at Walgreens. So that's pretty expensive for a drugstore. But I thought $14.97 wasn't too bad, and I think Amazon has it for that price too. So I went ahead and got it. I got mine in the shade medium 4 to 5. And I think it's a good shade for me. I have tried it, I'd say probably 6 times now. I love it. Can you believe I actually love a foundation? Who knew? I think I love it because it's very, very lightweight. Now, from what I understand, you can build it to a medium coverage or maybe a light medium coverage. I'm not interested in that. The lighter the coverage, the better I like it. And it's very hydrating, so I'm very pleased with it. Now, this is a partial get ready with me because I already have my mascara and shadow on. I just have the Profusion eyeshadow palette that I always use. And for my brows, it's the e.l.f. Wow Brow. That's all I use. For my eyes, the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara Primer, and then the Maybelline Colossal Mascara, which is my favorite. I have my skincare on, I have my sunscreen on, and I do have a primer on. This primer is called No Problem by Touch of Soul. I never heard of them, but I found it at TJ Maxx months ago, and it was $9.99. This is another whole bottle. I like this so much, I've actually used like half of it because I wear it on top of my tinted sunscreen. And so I went ahead and got another one. But that's it. So I'm going to put on this L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum and let you see what I think of it. I know they don't have a lot of shades, and I guessed picking medium, and it worked out fine for me. I do not like this applicator. It's like a dropper, but you don't even have to drop it. You know, you can just wipe it off the stem here, and then the top of it gets kind of messy, but I can get over that. So I'm just going to take this dropper and take my finger and rub it across. You can see the shade here. And I'm just going to pat some on like this because you know I do not like anything heavy. And I'm going to put it right up under my eyes. Well, I think I dabbed enough on. I probably dabbed too much on for me. And they say to apply it with your fingers. I've seen other people use a brush and they said it worked good. I use my fingers for this because it's that serum type foundation, and then I'll go over it with a sponge to, I guess, remove some because, you know, I do not want it thick or heavy on my face. But I absolutely love it. And I just do my face from, well, here to here. I never do my chin or anything down here. And I don't do anything above my eyebrows because of my bangs. You're not going to see it anyhow. And even if a strong wind came by and blew my bangs straight up in the air, you wouldn't be able to tell that I have makeup on my face and none up here because it's so light. I wear mine so light and so minimal, you probably can't even tell I have any on. Well, I'm looking in the mirror. It looks good to me. So now I'm going to move on and finish up. First, though, I'm going to take this dampened sponge and I'm just going to still go over this. You do not need to do this because this will remove some of the product. For me, that's a good thing. That's what I like. But most people probably wouldn't like that because it's such a light coverage. Yeah, that feels good. Now, you know I don't wear concealer, but I do use the Garnier Brightening Roller Ball. So I'll put a little of that on, and I just put some really in each corner. I think I put too much there, but it's very, very thin. And then I just kind of tap it right here where I get dark, and then I'll just come out like this. The good thing with this is it's thin, it's creamy, it doesn't cake. I know it doesn't cover much, but it does give a little bit of brightening, and I think it looks good. And that's all I want, is just some brightening. I have too many crinkles and wrinkles and everything to be wearing concealer. Just for reference, I'm 70 years old, so I have mature, aging skin. I really love to wear bronzer, and I love this Physicians Formula bronzer. Been wearing this for a long time. Still nowhere close to getting down to the pan. But when I wear bronzer, I don't contour or just put it in a certain place or anything. I just kind of put a light coat all over my face to warm it up. And I use this little kabuki brush. So I'll do that just to add a little warmth. I go across my nose. I just, like I said, kind of do my whole face, except my forehead. For blush, I love this NYX Sweet Cheeks Liquid Blush. Mine's in the shade Baby Doll. I don't know if I've talked about this already or not, but it stays all day long. Now, I only wear cream or liquid type blush because of my age and the texture. But the cream blushes, they do kind of disappear somewhat or fade out a little throughout the day. All you have to do is just, you know, put a few more dabs on and you're fine. Not this stuff. This isn't going anywhere until you wash your face at night. And I like the way it comes. Comes in this tube, and it has this little applicator like a wand. I'll show you the color. Here's the color. It's really, really pretty. And you could wear it that deep or you could shear it out. So I just kind of rub it into my hand like this. And then I'm just going to take these two fingers and tap a little right back here. I like to keep my blush high and towards the back. But it just taps in, and I just absolutely love it. It's one of my best finds from this year of 2021. Of course, I'm not going to use powder. I rarely ever use powder. But I do want to put some lipstick on, so I have some color. And I'm going to use this called Vice. I think I showed this in a TJ Maxx haul recently. I don't know if that haul went up yet, but that's where I got it, at TJ Maxx. And it was $7.99. It's Urban Decay. I had bought one called Violate, Violate, and I love that shade. And this shade is called Rush, and it's more of a pinky color. I'll show you. I think it's really pretty. And let me put that, I'll put it right here. Here's the shade right here. I think it's just a nice shade for me. So let me put that on. I don't use a lip pencil or anything. It's creamy. I really like it. And the last thing I use is my highlighter, which you all know for me is the Vaseline Body Balm Stick, or it could be a chapstick, any kind of balm, just a balm to give me a little highlight. And I just put that right up here at the very top of my orbital bone. And I put a little dab above my lip, the end of my nose. And for some reason, I always put a dab right here in the middle of each cheek. I have no idea why. I just do it and I like it. Well, that's it. That's my look with the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I really love this. I don't feel like I have anything on my face. I think it gives a beautiful glow, a beautiful finish. It's not too dewy. It's definitely not drying or a dry look at all. You can get a very, very light coverage, which is what I like and I did. And I am so pleased that I tried it, because you know I never come on here and try different foundations. I just don't, because I'm not interested in wearing them. But this one really piqued my interest. Well, now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from 1 John 4:4. You are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. That's a very powerful scripture to me. It brings me great comfort. It brings me peace. It brings me hope. It's sort of motivational to live life fearlessly. I have nothing to fear because I have the Spirit of God within me. With all that goes on in this world today, all the division and people against each other and turning on each other and infighting and criticism, no matter what it is or who it comes from, whether it comes from someone you know or you don't know, it comes to divide us. That's the evil in the world. That's all evil, in my opinion. That's the way I see it. That scripture verse alone helps me to not fall into the traps, to not fall into what I hear that's going on, whether somebody is saying something or there's something going on in the world, in this country, where things are all upside down and we don't know which end is up and what's going to happen next. In the end, it really doesn't matter, because God is in control. And he who is in me is greater than he who is in the world. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!